Okay, so we are going to solve this equation involving rational expressions. So just like we've been doing in the past, we want to find the LCM. In order to find the LCM, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to factor our denominators completely. So first fraction, already done for us, that's nice. Second fraction, we do have to factor that denominator, that's a difference of squares. And third fraction looks like it is already completely factored. Okay, from there, we want to find the LCM. So let's see, we got. In order to clear this first fraction, I'd have to multiply by x minus 3, so that's definitely something that we have. For the second fraction, we're already multiplying by x minus 3, but I do have to multiply through by x plus 3. So x minus 3, x plus 3 will clear the second one. And then the third one's going to be cleared by this. So this is that red stuff is our LCM. So from here, we're going to take this and multiply it to each of our fractions. So let's go and do that. So for the first one, the x minus 3s are going to cancel out. So I'm just going to have 6 times x plus 3. For the 8x squared, for the second one, the 8x squared one, both the x plus 3 and the x minus 3 are going to cancel out. So I'm just going to be left with 8x squared. That's kind of nice. And then on the last one, the x plus 3s are going to cancel out. So I'm just going to be left with that x minus 3. Okay, from here, we're going to do just like we've been doing in the past. We're just going to clean some stuff up here. So let's do it. We're going to solve. So 6x plus 18 equals 8x squared minus 4x squared plus 12x. Let me double check myself real quick. Make sure that worked. Minus 4x squared looks good. So going to set one side equal to 0. Let's set this side equal to 0. So I get 4x squared. Let's subtract 6x from both sides. So that's going to be 6x. Let's subtract 18 from both sides. Okay. From there, 2 goes into all 3 of those. So I'm going to actually divide everything by 2. So I get 2x squared plus 3x minus 9. And then from there, I'm going to see if this factors. I think it's going to factor. Let's try this. Let's see if this works. So that's going to be positive 6x minus 3x. Yep, that looks like it's going to work just fine. So notice what we end up getting. We get 2x minus 3 equals 0, which means x equals 3 halves. Or x plus 3 equals 0, and x equals negative 3. Now, just like we've talked about before, and this is, I think, the first time it's going to come up here, we do have to check for extraneous solutions. So I'm going to check this 3 halves. I think you guys would agree, plugging in 3 halves into any of those denominators will not make it equal to 0. But notice in this case, negative 3. If I plug in negative 3 here, it'll make this denominator equal to 0. So this is an extraneous solution. So my final answer is going to be x equals 3 halves. If you were asked to identify any extraneous solutions, then our extraneous solution would be x equals negative 3.